Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll see one more concept in computer networks, that is network layer design issues. So in our previous sessions we have seen the OSI layers, and we have seen that the output of one layer will be given as an input for the another layer. So here today we'll see the network layer design issues. So let us start the session. Network layer design issues. The first design issues of a network layer is logical addressing. So logical addressing means assigning the IP address for the devices. That means to source, it also helps to identify the source and destination while we transmit the data over the network. So this is assigning IP address. To identify source and destination. That's the first design issue of network layer. So that will be done by the network layer. And the next one, store and forward packaging. Store and forward packaging. So here the data will be represented in terms of packets. Okay, so every router will store the packet and then it will forward to the next router. So we are saying that the main thing is transmitting of data over the network from source to destination. So if the data is larger than the bandwidth, then the data will be divided into different parts, and each part we call it as a packets. So while transmitting the data over the network, it have to travel through the routers. So first a router will store the entire packet and then it will forward to the next router. That is called a store and forward packaging. So packets will be stored in a router and then packets were forwarded to another router. So this is the second issue, store and forward packaging. And the third is, the main important thing is type of service. The type of service provided to upper layer. So what is the upper layer of network layer? That is a transport layer. To transport layer. So what type of service it will be providing, right? So here there are two types of services provided. So one is a connectionless and another one is a connection oriented. So connection less service, connection oriented service. So what's the difference? Connection less service. Connection less, the name itself indicates the packets will be transmitted independently. So packets will be transmitted independently. And also there will be no connection establishment before the data transfer. So I am erasing this one. No connection no connection between source and destination, right? Connection, as it is a connectionless, right? So then the connection oriented, I'm erasing this one. The another type of service it provides is connection oriented. So here the name itself indicates connection oriented. The packets will be transmitted in a single path. So here packets will be transmitted in a single path or same path and also connection establishment will be there. Connection establishment will be there as well as connection termination will be there. So once the packets will be transmitted, immediately connection termination will also be there. So connection establishment and connection termination. So as it is a connection oriented, the connection is established, all that packets will be transmitted in the same path. So these are the two services provided to the transport layer. It says the type, what type of service it was providing, either connectionless or connection oriented. So that is a one more design issue of network layer. And then the next design issue was routing. Most important, routing. So routing means choosing the best path to transmit the packets to destination. So selection of best path to transmit the packet. So in order to transmit a packet from source to destination, it have to choose the best path. So there are a lot of routing algorithms will be there. So with the help of routing algorithms, this best path will be selected. Routing algorithms like shortest path, okay, flooding, link state routing, distance vector routing. So like adaptive, non-adaptive, hierarchical. So it will choose one among those in order to select the best path to transmit the packets to the routing, to the destination. And the next important point is a congestion control. One more service or one more design issue, congestion control. So what is meant by a congestion? Congestion means if more number of packets were being transmitted to the destination, there might be a data loss or a delay of receiving the packets. So simply we can say there will be a more traffic in the bandwidth. So in order to avoid that one, so there are few congestion control algorithms. So by using those congestion control algorithms, this congestion can be controlled. Okay, so the first congestion means transmitting more packets may lead to delay on receiving or data loss. So simply for understanding, I'm writing heavy traffic. So if we are traveling from one place to another place, so if there is any heavy traffic on the road, obviously there will be some delay to reach the destination. The same thing happens in the network, so that we call it as a congestion. So this is a one more design issue of a network layer. So in order to control this congestion, we'll be having some congestion control algorithms. So we can prevent the congestion control, and then that is also one design issue of network layer, right? So hope you understood the design issues of network layer, right? Routing, store and forward packetting, IP, logical addressing, congestion controls, and type of service provided to the transport layer, either connectionless or connection oriented, right? So hope you understood, and I'll stop here. And if you are having any queries regarding this one, feel free to post your doubts in the comment section. Definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts. And if you really enjoyed the session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.